Hey gorgeous, it's Ker-leen. Thank you so much for tuning back into my channel. In today's video, we will be talking about some brand new perfumes to my fragrance collection. If you're like me and you love a good fragrance haul, then please keep watching. Hi friend, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. If you're new here on this channel, I talk luxury, I do review videos, I share my fragrance journey, I sprinkle in a little bit of lifestyle here and there, and I also share encouragement in every single video. So if any of those things pique your interest, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also be sure to turn on that notification bell so you know exactly when my videos drop. All right, let's get into it. So friends, I am super duper excited about this first perfume because it is the second release from Macedon Perfumes, which is a fragrance house created by the lovely C Chronicles here on YouTube. So I am super grateful that they sent me their second fragrance to experience. And y'all, we're gonna get into how this smells in just a moment. But before we do that, I want to remind you that Proud Mary, their limited release, the fragrance that's never to return to production once the bottles are all sold, is available now for 20% off. Yes, 20% off of the full price while the supply lasts, because once this fragrance goes out of production, once the last bottle is sold, we will never see this fragrance again. So if you have been curious about the fragrance house, if you've been curious about the fragrance itself, if you just want to support a Black-owned business, then this is the perfect time to do so with that 20% discount. You can use my code, which I will put in the description box for you, as well as the direct link to the fragrance, so definitely check out my description box. Now, let's get into Numero D by Macedon Perfumes. This bottle is so beautiful, y'all. I love how minimal and simplistic and elegant this bottle is. It is such a gorgeous bottle. This is a 3.4 fluid ounce bottle of fragrance, and I love the presentation. It's so minimal, so chic, so clean. Love it. Numero D opens up with peach nectar, cacao, and black pepper. Then it transitions into an orange blossom at the mid and quince. And then at the base, we have vanilla, benzoin, and patchouli. So a very simplistic note list, but y'all, as you can probably already tell, I have experienced this fragrance already and I am in love. It smells so high-end, so luxurious, it's gorgeous. This one, y'all, is intoxicating. Absolutely intoxicating. This is the kind of fragrance you pull out when you have somewhere special to go, although you can wear your fragrances whenever you feel like wearing them, which is kind of how I wear my fragrances. But to give you a little bit of context, that's the setting and that's the environment that I envision this fragrance being worn in. So you have a black tie event, you have a gala, you have a wedding, a birthday party that's maybe dressy, you're on a date night, you're going to a fancy restaurant. That is the kind of fragrance this is. It smells absolutely captivating and high-end. Beautiful atomizer. It's really nice and even. Oh my goodness, y'all. This peach nectar. Yes, this is amazing. To my nose, the peach is peachy. It's definitely giving peach, and it's a very realistic smelling peach. And that peach is definitely very sweet and juicy and so beautiful. And then that black pepper is such an interesting note. I love the way that the black pepper is blended into the top of this fragrance so that it doesn't overtake the fragrance. So you know how in YSL's Baby Cat or in Paris Corner's Rifakat, that peppery accord is super duper strong? Here, the peppery accord is done right. It adds a layer of depth and it gives this fragrance interest. It elevates that opening so that yes, it's fruity and juicy and sweet, but it doesn't come across as too casual. It keeps this fragrance very elevated, and in my opinion, it balances the fragrance when it first opens up. So I think the pepper note is so gorgeous in this fragrance. I think the star of the show is definitely that peach nectar, and then you have that pepper as a little bit of added interest. And then several moments later, I get the orange blossom. And the orange blossom in this fragrance is subdued as well, so it's not harsh or sharp. It doesn't smell indolic or anything like that. It's a very, very plush feeling orange blossom, so it's soft. It's not like harsh or jarring or sharp. And then of course, as this fragrance dries down, you get that gorgeous vanilla and benzoin mix. And for me, I don't really pick up a strong patchouli in this fragrance. So again, I think the notes that are typically complicated and can come across as very harsh or sharp, such as the black pepper and the patchouli, they did a phenomenal job of blending those fragrance notes in this concoction in a way that supports the elegance and the luxury of the fragrance and still allows those other sweet and fruity notes to really shine through. So love, love, love the way they've done this fragrance. Now, I do think this fragrance is more feminine leaning. However, I can smell this on any and everyone. I think if you love unisex fragrances, this will work for you as well. It just gives you a little bit more of that like fruitiness and that juiciness. The floral note is not overpowering, so that's why I think anyone can wear this and will smell absolutely fantastic. This one, in my opinion, is a moderate projector, but just like the first fragrance from this fragrance house, it is a super duper long lasting scent. This is another one that I think is perfect year round. So spring, summer, fall, winter, this can be enjoyed year round. It is so beautifully done. So this fragrance is going to be a house staple, and in my opinion, this is perfect to be a house staple. It is so, so good. The price is an absolute steal on this one because y'all, this one is giving high end, it's giving luxury, it's giving niche, it's giving high quality, it's giving expensive, and I would highly recommend you get your hands on this. This is Numero D by Macedon Perfumes. So next, I have a couple of fragrances. These fragrances were sent to me by Fragrance World, and I just want to say thank you to Fragrance World for allowing me to try out these perfumes. So let's get into the first one. Now, this line of fragrances is called Street Origins, and this first one for Street Origins is Bangkok Guilt. So Bangkok Guilt is a scent profile that we have all smelled before. If you love Lancome's La Vie est Belle, you will definitely love this fragrance. It has the same La Vie est Belle scent profile. So it has blackcurrant, one of my favorite fragrance notes, pineapple, and passion fruit at the top. So juicy and tropical at the top. Then at the mid, you have jasmine, ylang, iris, and a gourmand accord. And then at the base, you have woods, musk, patchouli, and vanilla. So this one is sweet, it's floral, it's vanillic, it's woody, it's earthy. It has a little bit of everything, just like La Vie est Belle. Now, of course, there are some note differences, and I do really enjoy the tropical take on the fruits that they have at the top of this one. But in La Vie est Belle, you just have the blackcurrant and the pear. And then this one has a gourmand accord at the mid. And I think in La Vie est Belle, there's a praline at the base. So a little bit of a difference, but similar scent profile. Beautiful atomizer. And in this one, right away, I pick up those juicy and tropical notes, and they are so, so fun and vibrant and just mouth-watering. I love the way this one opens up. And then one of the notes that stand out to me as this fragrance starts to develop is the iris. So I love how the iris is used in this fragrance. It's used in a similar fashion in La Vie est Belle, in that it is paired with those other white florals to give the fragrance a soft and powdery feel at the mid. Now this fragrance also has a tropical floral, so that ylang ylang, which is different from the original. So this is kind of like a tropical take on La Vie est Belle. So if you enjoy that fragrance, I definitely think you should check this one out. And then as this one dries down, you get a really smooth mix of the woods and the patchouli with the vanilla at the base. And overall, this fragrance is beautifully done. This one is definitely a moderate projector, but it is super duper long lasting. It will still be on your clothes when you take them out of the hamper to wash them. So love the longevity on this one. And I love that this one, unlike La Vie est Belle, is more palatable. So it's definitely not going to choke anyone out. It wears a little bit more moderately, but that projection can always be built up. So loving this one. I think it's gorgeous. So good. So good. Love this one. I could see this one being worn on a day-to-day basis when you're out and about, running errands, going for lunch, going to breakfast. That's the kind of fragrance this is, in my opinion. And it is definitely one I cannot wait to enjoy some more. It's the perfect all year round kind of scent. This is Street Origins Bangkok Guilt by Fragrance World. The next fragrance we have here is another Street Origins scent. This one is called Ours and Yours Venice, and it's the Icon Extrait. So this one is an extrait formulation. So Street Origins Ours and Yours, in my opinion, is a unisex scent that smells a bit more masculine to my nose. And when I looked it up, it made sense why. This one is inspired by Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio, which is a fragrance for men. However, I happen to find this extremely unisex. I think the scent profile is fresh enough that anyone can wear this and smell absolutely fantastic. This fragrance has marine notes at the top and bergamot. At the mid, you have black pepper and rose geranium, and at the base, you have patchouli, vetiver, and cedar. So those fresh notes at the top, the geranium at the mid, and the crisp cedar at the base are the fragrance notes that I think make this one smell unisex. Oh my goodness, this smells so fresh in the opening. This is a fragrance I cannot wait to smell on hubby because it smells so clean, so fresh, so intoxicating. And so for the men that watch my videos and maybe you want more recommendations from me for men, highly recommend this one. I'm going to give this one to hubby because I would love to smell this on him. It smells so good. Honestly, this gives so soapy and clean and fresh in the opening. And then I start picking up on that peppery accord as this fragrance dries down. But the peppery accord in here is done to perfection. Oh, and it blends so beautifully with that rose geranium. So again, that's why I think this fragrance is really unisex, is because of the way it opens and then also the way it develops. I can definitely detect both the black pepper and the rose geranium at the mid, and they blend together really nicely so that no one fragrance note overpowers the other. Really, really beautiful. This is so good. And then as it starts to dry down, the woody notes start to come through, but still in a very tempered way. They are so well done. So this is another one I would highly recommend, both if you love unisex smelling scents or if you're looking for a fragrance for the men in your life. I think this one is really nice because I could see a lot of different men wearing this. I can see a guy in college wearing this. I can see a working adult wearing this. I can also see someone more seasoned wearing this as well. So I think it crosses a wide scope of ages. Additionally, I think this one can be worn all year round. It's not so marine and so aquatic that it cannot be worn in the fall and in the winter because it does have those warm and woody and spicy notes as well. So this can definitely be carried over into the fall and into the winter. I can definitely see why this is an extrait because I sprayed just a little bit and it has completely enveloped me. So projection wise, this projects at more than an arm's length. And this is another one that is super duper long lasting. This is Street Origins Ours and Yours Venice by Fragrance World. All right, my beautiful friend, if you are still here, thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of the video. If you found this video entertaining or helpful at all, don't forget to hit that like button on your way out. That helps my channel continue to grow. Also, if you love fragrance content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because I make lots of it on the channel, and turn on your notifications so you never miss another upload. Also, if you haven't already gotten your hands on my latest devotional, Align and Reign, I would definitely encourage you to check it out. It is a 30-day devotional designed for the busy on-the-go woman who wants to continue to nurture and maintain her relationship with God. The devotionals are short and sweet and perfect to pair with a busy schedule. And then you can also write inside of the devotional. So I have given you a full page of lines so you can use it sort of like a journal or a diary. The link will be in the description box. It's available on Amazon as well as on Etsy. So definitely check out the link. It'll be up towards the top of the description box. Before you head out today, I just want to remind you that I am absolutely rooting for you. If no one else has told you that this week, this month, this year, I want you to know that I am rooting for you. Whatever it is that you are hoping to accomplish, whatever new doors you're walking into, whatever season of life you're walking out of, I just want you to know that I'm praying for you and I'm rooting for you and for your success and for you to receive all the blessings that God has for you. As always, I will be over here doing the exact same thing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon. Bye!